I find these populist urges sometimes boiling up, and what they want to scream is, what do you expect? What do you expect when you consistently produce a system which is not trusted because it's not trustworthy? The insiders are willing to play the game imagining that none of these realities are there because they have no capacity to fix it.
A lot of people believe that this current anti-democratic moment began when Donald Trump descended the gilded elevator at Trump Tower. Actually, you can trace the roots of this moment back, decades earlier than that. The folks who have been plotting the conservative legal movement and this truly anti-democratic moment of entrenched minority rule in so much of our politics have been planning for this for a long time. You don't need 218 members of the House and 51 members of the Senate or the White House if you can put 5 people who you know and trust in lifelong, unelected, unaccountable positions on the U.S. Supreme Court.
The people who think that Trump happened from nowhere and is the sole cause of our current malaise are completely missing the previous almost 100 years in which there was a concerted movement to overturn the concept that the government should work for ordinary Americans. And I think a lot of us thought that that was so ingrained in both the Republican and the Democratic parties, that the government should, regulate business and protect a basic social safety net and promote infrastructure and protect civil rights, that we didn't think it was going anywhere.
Trump has only really been consistent about one thing in politics since I've heard him active in that area, which is he won't criticize Putin. Every other world leader, whether it's Xi or even the North Korean leader, he will express different views about over time. And I actually think that Donald Trump probably wants to run America in the way that Putin runs Russia.
One of the more fun, enjoyable moments for me in the White House, and this did happen on a Wednesday, Dean, I know because I was only there for one Wednesday, it was Trump and Paul Ryan fighting. And Trump was going like this to Paul Ryan, saying, "You work for me, you work for me." And Paul was like, "I don't work for you. I'm in a totally separate branch of totally separate article of the Constitution. It's a branch of government." I said, "By the way, we all work for the American people." And Trump doesn't like that. And Trump and his minions, they believe in something called unitary executive power, which is to expand the executive branch and empower the executive branch and weaken the other two branches.
There's a piece of me that says, I'm glad we've started this conversation, but it's a little too late for the moment that we are in. Without serious structural fixes to American politics, there's going to be this entrenched minority rule for a period of time, and that it's only going to get worse over time if we don't do anything about it.